It's Ash from Super Videos, back for another one. We're back to talk about Season 6 of Fear the Walking Dead. This is my predictions video for the first half of Season 6 of Fear. So the way I'm gonna do this prediction video is I'm gonna talk about 5 different things I think we're gonna see in the first half. Now these are things that I've kind of come up with based on everything that we've seen as far as photos, teasers, trailers, and everything that the cast and crew has talked about when it comes to the first half of Fear. So the first thing I think we're most likely going to see, and it's probably going to be the focus of the first 2 episodes, is going to be dealing with the cliffhanger that we saw at the end of last season, where we had Morgan being shot by Virginia. Morgan is healing, and as part of this healing process, he's going through it and he has like visions of the past. So because of that, we might see a lot of different, not only flashbacks, but also hallucination scenes and things like that. But I think once Morgan finally heals, he will not be reunited with the survivors. I think that they're planning to have him reunite with everyone else later on. So even though he's gonna heal pretty early on in the season, I don't think that we're actually going to see him reunite with everyone else. The reason I'm saying that is because they did talk a lot about how there's going to be a lot of time jumps and that the episodes are not going to be chronologically ordered. So what I think makes sense is to invest more of the first half on telling the story of what each of these people are going through, each of the survivors that are trapped in each of these communities, and then maybe early on in the second half, have Morgan reunite with everyone else. Because if you bring Morgan back into the main story, then you kind of lose something. And I can't really put in words what I mean by that, but I think the way they've set out the story, they've kind of pushed themselves into a corner. The only way it would work, and it would be organic and it'll feel natural, is for Morgan to be away from everybody else for the first half and only reunite with them early on in the second half or even later in the second half. That's not something that I want to see, but I'm leaning more towards them doing something like that because it makes the most sense. It's the thing that makes the cliffhanger more relevant and it justifies it a little bit more. The next thing that I think we're going to see, which connects back to Morgan, is the mission to find Morgan. So of course we know that Alicia, Strand, and John are in one place. They've been taken to the same community. So we know that they're not in completely separate places. So I think what we're probably going to see is a situation where they're going to try to escape. They might even escape, and we might see a scenario where they reach out to someone, most likely this bounty hunter who we see in the trailer, to help them find Morgan. The next thing we're probably going to see is a story revolved around Dwight and Sherry. I think we're probably going to see a scenario where Dwight and Althea are out there, maybe looking for the other survivors, but maybe at some point they stumble upon a new group and Sherry happens to be with that group. And that's where the reunion between Dwight and Sherry could take place. So they take her away from this group. And this group is most likely going to be the masked group, like I said. And what I think we're probably going to see is that this group is going to come after Sherry. And they're going to try to take Sherry away from them. The next story we're going to see is revolved around the oil field explosion. So I think we're going to see something along the lines of Luciana, Sarah, June, and Virginia trying to take care of the oil field explosion situation. The situation with Danny Salazar is more interesting. Of course, there was a photo that was released with Danny and Virginia together. So we know that at least they're going to have some sort of a scene together. But what is Danny's story? What's going to happen with him? I think that he's also probably going to try to find an escape. He's going to try to get out. But then after that, I have no idea what they could do with him. I think the only thing that makes sense is to have him try to find everyone else. We might even see a scenario where when Danny Salazar escapes, assuming he does, he stumbles upon the bounty hunter or something. Or maybe even he stumbles upon Morgan himself. And together they come and try to rescue everyone else or something along those lines. But that's pretty much all of my predictions. Of course, they did say, like I said, there's going to be multiple timelines. So not all of what I mentioned is going to happen in the same timeline. With all of that said, I'm interested to know everyone else's opinions and predictions. What do you think is going to happen in the first half of Season 6 of Fear? And do you agree with any of the points that I mentioned? If you enjoyed this video, share the video and smash the like button, subscribe to join our community, and press the bell to be notified when I upload. That's it for this video. See you next time for another super video.